Welcome back, everyone. Today we have a lot to do. If you aren't already aware, we had some big releases last week and I want to go and test out as much as we can. Our main goal is to move to the new career map. If you haven't heard about it, here's a little trailer Shift Tab and I put together. I am so excited to go move to the Gap and explore it today, but first, we have a lot of business to do. Before we leave West Coast, we are selling almost every single vehicle and investing all the money into the tuning shop, so it'll be fully automated while we're gone. Let me show you all the vehicles we are sadly selling. Let's start here. This is our blue, trophy truck, kind of a backyard trophy truck. It didn't see much airtime or screen time, but it was a really fun truck and it sounded fantastic. Let me start it up for one last time. Yeah, it was a good sounding V8. Shout out to Seeps Mod, amazing engine mods. So we're gonna sell him. He's not worth a whole lot either. I think it's like 50, 60 grand, but every little dollar is gonna help today. We are selling our Salt Flats Rocket D series. I think the best we did was somewhere in the 500 mile an hour range. It's been a while. Actually had the tire pressure all the way down for stability and air, really tire stability. So we're gonna sell him. He is worth hardly anything because he has been repaired and fixed so many times. Insurance has really taken a toll on him. So he is sadly going to go. Then we have our Salt Flats Speed 9, or Top Speed 9 here. Had some all-terrain tires on the back. You can see some paint's missing. It's been through a lot as well. This is, I believe, a 4-cylinder. Let me open up this hood. Yeah, dual supercharge or centrifugal supercharger or something like that.
What?
This has got to go. Unfortunately, we just don't drive it much. We're not really doing many Salt Flats events anymore. So this is leaving. And then we have this thing. So you guys haven't seen this before. This is our BX we just won from our Drag and Drive event. It was a super cool vehicle and we had a lot of fun. This and Justin's Sunburst that we won, we already had to sell the Sunburst because of some mod compatibility issues. And unfortunately, we're selling this mainly because of the mod compatibility issues. So this engine uses something, an engine from the, I can't remember the name of the engine pack, GT2X2JZ, the 2JZ pack. For whatever reason, the engine mod was removed from the repository. I don't know why. We had to update the collection so that way we wouldn't keep trying to download mods that weren't there. So sadly, the engine is back to a vanilla engine. And that also happened for Sid, who we don't have now anyways. However, Sid no longer has its 2J. And so this is a good time to point out that all these vehicles will be available in the As Seen on TV pack for all the YouTube members, part of the race crew. However, with Sid, he's not going to come with a 2J. He's not going to have an engine at all. It's just going to be a roller. So you still get Sid's frame. Sid's already sold. He's not in the fleet right now. And you will also get this prize car with, I guess, a vanilla V8. So super sad to see that mod pack go. I'm not sure what happened there, but I mean, that's just how it works with mods sometimes. Other than that, it was an amazing vehicle. It looks really good and it was a lot of fun, but we got to get the money. We can always buy some of these back once we make our big bucks from our business, but we got to bite the bullet. Another vehicle I'm super sad to see leave is C-Roy 2.0. Now, there's nothing wrong with him. It's been a fantastic car. I've really enjoyed driving him. He's still in the sequential form. However, he's worth almost 500K. And that kind of money is what we need to invest into the business. We can always buy him back sometime from the As Seen on TV dealership. But for now, unfortunately, we're just going to have to let him go. Definitely a car I want to get back. It was a lot of fun. Probably one of the cars I'm most sad to see to leave. And then we have Deborah. So if you get the As Seen on TV collection, you're going to see two Debras in there, the before and the after. This is obviously the after. It's got some drag tires on the back, a bigger supercharger. I think we have it dialed in to run about an 8.3, 8.4, maybe an 8.5. Ultimately an amazing car, but again, we just don't really drive her. Just nothing wrong with Deborah. Just we don't use her much, and where we're going, we're not going to need her. So unfortunately, she's getting sold. Finally, we have our Pepper Valley crawler. Has some missing paint because we forgot to insure it before we wrecked it at some point. Another fantastic truck, huge diesel in it, lots of turbo noises, super fun, super modern, but unfortunately, we're just not going to need him. He would be pretty good, honestly, in the gap. Probably a little bit overkill too, but I want to build something new. Something maybe a little bit smaller, a little less aggressive, and start fresh. So a great truck, again, also in the As Seen on TV collection, so you guys can test it out for yourself, but we got to let it go. And finally, Fred. Fred has probably been the most popular build we've had in the YouTube channel to date. He has the highest view count for videos, his own video, and we've done a couple different iterations, several different tests with different tires and wheels. This is probably my favorite form, where he is super tall with some pretty wide tires. Probably not the best for the mud drags, not the most optimized, but still a lot of fun. Definitely a fun truck to try, but unfortunately, where we're going, again, we're just not going to need him. We can buy it back. We got to make this investment. We got to take this risk and hopefully make it to the big times. I'm really sad to see these go. Let's go ahead and list them for sale and see how much we make. We also need to go ahead and sell all the garages that we had, all the garages that we can, so that way we can have as much money as possible for this big investment. So quick recap, we're keeping the daily wagon. That's going to stay at the Alder Dragway garage. We're keeping our tow ramp truck. We're keeping Double Trouble because we might be in competition with Justin. We're keeping Frank 2.0. A little bit more work to do on him, and I just really love that car. I can't let Frank go. And then we're keeping our trail truck. Everything else, we're getting rid of. We are keeping our trailers over in Chinatown garage just because you never know when you need a trailer. They're not going to make a huge dent in what we're trying to do. And then we're also keeping Sarge, but Sarge is being held in Pepper Valley at that uncle's abandoned camper. Let's go ahead and list these for sale and see how much we can make. While we wait for our marketplace offers to come through, let me show you something new with our little tow truck here. We added this top rack area as well as this little ramp extension so we can actually use it. This is going to be really important when we do our fast automotive tuning shop stuff because it's kind of part of my new strategy. I'll show you guys in just a bit. Let's go ahead and start taking some of these offers we're getting in for these vehicles. All right, going through the list, we have Deborah here. We got an offer from Gizmans. I didn't think that's still around. I guess it's still a buyer for 114 grand, 21 over. We'll take that. We have our D-Series crawler. That's still under price. Let's give it a little more time. We'll come back to that. C-Roy has nothing but great offers. 584. That's almost 100,000 over. We'll take it. That's awesome. What a good car. Thank you, C-Roy, for all you've done. Thank you for your service. That's a crawler that we're coming back to. It looks like, well, 54 grand isn't very far off. Let's just go and take it. Let's take that. We have the prize car that we never really got to drive. We got an offer for 15 over, 129. We'll take that. Now our top speed, Bruckle 9. Hey, someone's offering 4 over. Absolutely. Then our jet truck, which is only worth 36 grand. I mean, I think we give one to... No, I don't want to give to Salmon. This is about business. Let's go ahead and see if there's any new offers. All right, there was a new offer. Not much better. Let's just take the 23 so we can move along. And then we'll take the 51 for our we'll come back to the Pepper Valley Crawler. Let's try to get a little more cash. For now, though, we have about almost 1.6 million. That should be plenty to invest in the tuning shop. Let's go head over there. Now, I'll show you guys what I have set up so far. And here we are at the tuning shop. So there's been a lot of updates to the skill tree, and I really want to invest a ton into it. As we open up the tuning shop, you'll probably notice a few differences on the dashboard. We went through all the changes in the latest live stream, but for now, I really want to show off the kits. So as you can see, I have 3 kits available that I've created. An Astro Alien kit I named because the turbo sounds like an alien. It's good for about a 10-9 second drag strip run. And an AW Astro FA6 name. I don't really know why I named that way. Oh, Fast Automotive 6. 1 was the goal. Either way, it's a 13 drag strip run, and then an FA6 Max, which stands for a Fast Automotive 6-cylinder max built, fully built car. As you notice, these are all for the AW Astro because I have completely hyper focused on getting only AW Astros. So you can see here I have a few in line. We got a 14.2 drag strip. We'll take that, and an 11.7. I think am I out of space already? I am. Okay, so let's get our techs working. So our techs are waiting on the manager. Well, one's gonna get assigned in a couple seconds. Let's time this correctly. So we got jobs down here. We got a 22. Okay, let's cancel everything except the 33. So the tech's gonna take the 33. We're gonna give another tech this orange one, and then we'll do both of these $40,000 ones because I got some good hits for those. And there we go. Our manager went ahead and assigned Bill Nye, the tech guy, to one of the assignments for 33 grand. Now, let's go see if there's any new jobs available. There's another Astro drag. It's for 24 grand. Let's go ahead and give the orange Astro to our techs. We go to techs, assign new job, give them the orange one. And then we are going to do these higher paying ones. So this one wants a 14.2 and this one wants an 11.7. So how these kits work is you can go ahead and pull out your Astro or whatever vehicle you have. If you have a compatible kit, if you go to your kits, you can apply to vehicle. Since all mine are Astros, we'll go ahead and put I think we'll put the 13-second kit on it. You're not going to see a big change because I didn't change any of the wheels on this. Go ahead and apply. After you put the kit on, you can go to home and you'll see that the kit is installing. Now, I don't have any upgrades, so the kit is going to take a good amount of time to apply. Let's go ahead and get our other car out and put a kit on it as well. For this one, let's not hold back. Let's do the 9.7 kit. And now while those are waiting to be applied, well, this one's going to take 20 minutes because it takes more parts. Wow. That's one thing to consider these kits. You might want to choose cars that are a little bit closer. The kit for this car was a full engine swap and looks like a ton of different parts. But for now, let's look into how we're going to upgrade our skill tree. First, let's go ahead and dump all of our money into this. Go to tuning shop. And before we actually put our money in the tuning shop, I want to put 100 grand into savings. I feel like it'd be smart to just have 100 grand as a safety net. You never know what's going to happen. And then in the tuning shop account, we'll go and deposit 1.450 million, something like that. So now if we go to our finance tab, we have a huge injection of money. That's pretty cool to see. The shop has never seen that level of earnings before. Very fun. But let's go ahead and spend that. So let's go to our skill tree. And I really want to work on automation because our plan here is to leave the shop and go to the Gap, and the shop should still be making money while we're gone. The first thing I'm going to want is this general manager for 250 grand that will automatically assign jobs to techs immediately. Now, second, I probably want to get the next skilled techs. That way they could do a higher tier of job. And now that I have that, I can go ahead and get the more complicated jobs. We're gonna get perfect techs where techs never fail, so we don't have to worry about them. Then let's go ahead and max out tech build speeds. And we're running out of cash fast, and I haven't gotten any additional techs, so let's max out our techs. With only 170 grand left, we do need to get the additional lifts, which is one more to get here for 100 grand. While we wait for that last kit to install, something else we're trying new is we are live streaming our recording sessions only for the Race Crew YouTube members. So if that's something you'd be interested in, seeing the behind the scenes of how things work and the good, the bad, and all the in between, and get some early access to the video content, feel free to join and check that out. Who knows, you might even get to be a part of the video. For instance, we just sold our Pepper Valley crawling truck, and Villanueva just mentioned we can sell our Velasco City garage now. Let's go do that and put the money also into the business. All right, we have another 400 grand into the business, and I think some of the techs already completed their jobs, so we're up to 500 grand already. Let's go find some more perks to invest in. One really big one is solar panels. That removes all operating costs, and currently our operating cost is 60K every 30 minutes. It's 120K an hour, so I think that's a really easy upgrade, really no-brainer there that we have to do. So now we're looking into things that are purely for automation. We're not really going to be doing a lot of manual work ourselves. This is all about getting the techs to go faster. I think we get master techs because this is going to allow them to skip an entire step of the process. It's another 200 grand. And we're down to 90 grand, and I don't want to go much further than that. Let's go ahead and pull out our Astros, take them to the drag strip, and go earn some dollars. Let's get these Astros loaded up. We have our, I think, 13-second build on this one, and this was our all-out 9.7 second build. The drag tires, has nitrous, V6. We'll load this one up first. Makes only 600 horsepower. This is where strategy for what kind of brand you're going for and such really makes a difference, because I really can't get this to go much faster. The block's already at stress. I could maybe try more nitrous. Oh, I could try to not scratch the frame. Well, that's all right. We'll just leave it right there. But so we just unlocked more difficult jobs, which is going to ask for faster runs. They would pay more, but I don't think I could build it. I don't think I could do it. Now the techs will automatically get whatever job done based off if they're successful or not. Not really a factor of if it's possible or not. So we have that going for us. Let's go and load up our other Astro here. That's probably going to be good enough. Maybe if we can just scoot the other one forward. Perfect. Let's head to the drag strip. All right, this looks like a good spot to park. Let's go ahead and try to get these cars off the D series. We'll test them both kind of at the same time. I really like bringing them down at the same time just to save a couple of trips and really for RP purposes. Oh, I didn't make it. Oh no. Well, let me get them. Oh. No, let's try again. Actually, you know what? Let's go for the jump. Here we go. Nailed it. Now this last car's gonna be kind of tricky to get in. I can't even get up the ramp. Oh man. Oh, I don't want to break the ramp. Here we go. In the second ramp. In the cart. All right. All right, let's hop in our 13-second car first. I think the client only wanted a 14-second, so we should have no issue on this build. We're gonna launch in first and just rip down the track. Fully staged. Not the fastest run, but it's gonna pay well. 2 hours later. Across the line, 13:33, more than enough time. Let's hurry and double back and get into our other Astro. All right, now in our fully maxed out one. Now, you know, For those that are running earbuds, this is your warning. This turbo sounds a little funky. Just trust the process. And enable nitrous. This one we want to leave in second gear. We'll stay in first until we get staged up. There we are. We're staged. I want to wait till red line. Here we go. That funny turbo. Make sure we hit our gears. Oh, right when I say it, we missed one. Okay, oh wow, a 9.4. That was great. Normally I run about a 9.6 with it. Even after missing the gear, that could have been really fast. Let's go ahead and head back to the truck and go ahead and collect on these. All right, both Astros complete. We can go ahead and look at our tuning app here. Head on over to our builds. There we go, 47,000 for the light blue one and 42,000 for the dark blue. Quick money. As you can see, probably if you really want to make the best money, doing the runs yourself and optimizing it for your playstyle is going to be the fastest way to make money. However, we are leaving West Coast and we are going to put this on full autonomous mode. All the workers are going to be working while we're in the other map. And let's go ahead back to Fast Automotive, use up the last of our money on upgrades, and then head to the Gap. Now we could do Faster Techs, however, these upgrades are getting a little expensive. We have Faster Techs 1 here for 60 grand and Faster Techs 2 for 90 grand. They both have 2 additional levels, but one that I think we're skipping out on is Smart Techs, where their Techs builds are a lot cheaper. Let's go ahead and get the cheaper versions. Our money's gonna go a little further in this upgrade tree. Maybe we don't go past 80. Maybe one more. There we go. We'll max it out. There we go. So there we have it. We've spent a lot of money on the business over the last few episodes, and we have a lot of upgrades. I think it's going to really start printing its own money, though. This big $1.5 million spike is going to skew the numbers here, but if we filter down the last hour, let's see, we injected the 1.5, we injected the 2, but look, we're already having some increases. At least that's from what we did. Either way, we can check on the progress in our app. Let's go hop in another truck and go to the Gap finally after doing all this work in West Coast. Pulling up to the ferry now. As a reminder, the Gap is on the Silver Patreon for everybody to try out and test if you're a Silver Patreon membership. For those that have gotten involved, what's been your favorite part so far? What's your favorite way to start? I have a plan for how we're going to start. We're only bringing in our trail truck. Maybe later on we'll bring in some other vehicles, but right now I kind of want to have almost a fresh start. We have about 20 grand in cash in this yellow, beautiful trail truck, and I have a really cool way to start this off. I am so excited to finally be at the Gap. Now, Uncle's Hideout, the starting garage, is just down the street here, but I want to buy a new house on the far side of the map. But before we go there, we're going to pick up a trailer. We can make some money along the way, and then probably hit some trails with it, make even more money, and then go buy a house on the other side. We're gonna pick up our trailer from our U-Pool little storage unit area. They ship out lots of little storage boxes, but we can also rent trailers from them. Go ahead and go look at these trailers available. Go and get a loaner. As you can see, we have really cool loaner vehicles here. Some adjustments need to be made. Let's get the 3-box trailer cargo. And let's go ahead and get some parcel deliveries in our trailer. We'll go to this pink house for $2,200 per box. Now we could drive straight there, taking the really beautiful scenic route over the mountain that's nice and paved, or we take some trails, do some trail riding, and make money along the way. We're gonna do the second option. All right, we got our cargo here. One thing we need to be mindful of is we're a little low on fuel. We have half a tank, which should be plenty, but this map's pretty large and we are far from a fuel station. Let's try to be somewhat conservative with our fuel usage and head to the beginning of the trail. Here is the start of the trail. And we're going to have to be a little careful here. We don't have all the ride clearance, but I think we need to probably go ahead and put in 4-wheel drive. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it in 4-wheel drive. We'll go ahead and lock the rear diffs, I think this is. And get staged. And here we go. Let's begin the trail. Again, these are not about speed. The speed has no factor on the trail riding. It's purely about not taking damage. We're gonna take our time through this. Enjoy the ride. As we make our ascent, remember this is only one of many trails. We have a ton of FREs in this map. I think 20 total FREs, and a large portion of them are trails. And that's what we're going to spend most of our time doing while we're in the gap. I really want to do a lot of trail riding, probably hit every trail at least once, maybe do some hardcore deliveries in some off-road trails. Where I wish I had a little bit more ground clearance. We're gonna get hung up on that trailer, aren't we? Yeah, let's try to take that a little wider. Ouch. Hopefully this trailer makes it all the way up. There we go. Already have some fender damage. Oh no, we got cut left. So yeah, we're gonna swing it even wider. All right, let's be smart. Let's just back it up. There we go. Little hole here. Almost didn't see that. I think we're getting to the finish line here. There's the white spray paint. There we go. 9 grand for getting up here. Now, a lot of these trails have return routes. We're going to go down this descent here. I don't think it's a return route. I think it's more of a one-way only FRE. This will get us quickest down to the valley. We have to back up here. We're just going to scoot the trailer back. We got an off-road bumper. Everything's fine. Very tight turn here. All right, let's get it down safely. This is a huge hill. I can imagine trying to take a logging truck down here. You can get out of shape really fast. In fact, we're already gaining speed. Here, let's try to use a little bit more brake. A long off-road ahead of us, a long trail ahead of us.
Huh?
Look at this little rocky obstacle. This is the kind of trail riding we're looking for. Some rocks here. Nothing too hard. I mean, we know we can do it. Just gotta be careful through here. We almost break our trailer. Okay, I've spoken a little too soon. All right, we are through that. Oof, we almost lost the trailer on that. I think some of my favorite parts are these kind of erosion areas where you can just imagine water flowing through here on a rainy day. It goes all the way down the mountain. That'd be awesome to try to crawl up with a crawler. There's little places like that all throughout this map. I love it. I mean, just look at that view. I mean, we can drive all over that. It's just everywhere I look is just places I want to go off the road and go into the forest and drive. The whole map is like this. I believe that is the end of this trail area. There's like a little river crossing here, a riverbed crossing. I don't know if we'll ever add a river to that. Oh, trailer's falling off. Okay. This is where a couple trails actually start. There's a couple of ways we can go through there. Different routes you can take. And let's turn on to this gravel road. This is actually part of one of the rally stages, so it should be a little bit smoother. You can go a little quicker, but let's remember we are not a rally car. And on to asphalt. Now we can just go through the town and deliver our U-Pool boxes. Pulling up into one of the neighborhoods, as you can see, there's tons of houses up ahead. These are the nicer houses. And reminder, each one of these are purchasable. A really nice touch to the map. And here is our delivery. Going to unload here. And $8,000 minus the loaner cut for the trailer. That's pretty acceptable. Let's go purchase one of our own houses. We'll go and back the trailer up into their driveway. We're gonna go do some house hunting. These houses are really nice. They have, I think, 2 to 3 cars each you can purchase and store there. I really want to show you Banks Manor. It's just up the hill here. This is actually the driveway. Check this thing out. It's the nicest home in the map as of now. Really beautiful house and a beautiful little cul-de-sac driveway. I definitely want to purchase this at some point. But today I have a special house in mind. Here we are. We did have to make a pit stop and fill up the truck, but check this place out. This is one of my favorite houses. A little barn feel vibe to it, a little bit rustic. I think it just fits so well in this map. This is the Southern Barn House. To purchase it, you will need 230,000. Let me see if there's any money available in our business yet. We are already up to 500K. That is incredible. Let's go and take some of that money out. Here we go. We are proud owners of the Southern Barn House for 230,000, 4 vehicle slots. That should be plenty for this map for now. I think we're going to end the video there. This is a really good stopping point. I am just so excited to explore this map a little further with everybody. Let me know what your thoughts are of the gap. Do you think you like it? Do you think you're going to try it out? And also, do you want to see me on wheel or should I stick to controller? Normally when I'm on wheel, I'll go into first person. I know that's not the most enjoyable to watch. I really don't like being on the wheel in third person, but maybe one of these episodes I'll do a special where we actually play on the wheel. But that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back and focus on what's in front of me. Everybody days a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. So take it from me, I got some places I should take you to see. You know it's easy when you ride with a G. Light speed, moving fast through the city, trying to find me some peace. I found